So if you know that you are a born leader, being authentic to yourself, being in honor, being in integrity with you is gonna be the most important thing that you can do. And that requires not caring what other people think, because most people are not authentic because they care what other people think. So there's toxic money beliefs running through the whole system. My name's Amity Rose from amityrose.co. I am a women's empowerment coach and certified hypnotherapist. The whole channel is devoted to empowering women to remember their worth, their value, and their power. All right, loves, this is for all my courageous women who know that they were born to lead. That's me. Were you like the girl on the playground bossing everyone around, telling them what to do, how everything is gonna go? Like, you're a natural born leader. And there can be places in our life where we're taught like that's not cool, right? You have to be smaller, you have to be less loud, you have to be less bossy, less aggressive. Like if you guys heard that, if that was something that you like routinely heard growing up, this video is for you, because I can tell you right now, all that, your natural born leadership is a gift and you have it for a reason. It's because you were put here, you have a mission, you have a purpose, and it requires you to lead. It requires you to be a leader. So this is how to be a fearless leader, because that's required. To be a leader in these times, you've gotta be fearless. And I'm gonna break that down for you. So if this sounds like you, and this is honestly really kind of a love note to myself, because this is what I need to hear. So I'm basically talking to myself, and if it can help you along the way, and I know it will be helpful for you, use it. But this ultimately is a leader talking to another leader and reminding her of what she needs to hear so that she can rise up and be the leader that she's meant to be. So first, if we go back to the beginning, any of the garbage that anyone told you about you being too much, especially as it comes to your leadership, you've got to squash that. And I've got an excellent podcast video talking about your too muchness is actually your superpower. And if you haven't listened, do go check it out, because it talks about exactly that. What people identified in us as too much, whatever that was, is in fact them recognizing in you your natural given talents. Like you have these for a reason. Any too muchness that you were is necessity for who you are and who you're meant to be. So you've got to understand that these are gifts, and you've got to do the inner work to change it around, and nothing is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. These are your gifts, your God-given gifts, because they're necessary for you to execute whatever it is that your purpose and your mission is. So being a leader, I'm pretty sure you heard all of the above that I said: aggressive, bossy, too much, talks too much, all of that, right? So women, we kind of like just play small, right? We get by just enough, like to bypass things, because we don't want to be too much. We don't want to stand out. But if you're gonna be a fearless leader, which is what my calling is, and I'm in my 3rd decade around the sun, and I'm just finally accepting and aligning with it and stepping into it, this is for you. So recognizing that that's your superpower. It is something placed divinely in you so that you can walk out a path here. You are meant to lead, because we all have different personalities. We all have gifts and talents, and not everybody is a born leader. Not everybody wants to lead either. Like, you have to recognize, or we have to recognize that we signed up for this. We signed up, we said, yes, I will lead. And that takes courage. And there's other people that are like, I will support, I will be the support system. And that's how my husband and I work. I'm the fierce go-getter, the steam train, the go out there and do the thing. And he is my support system, my anchor. He's solid. And he's my supportive network, right? He isn't doing all the things I'm doing, but because he supports me, I'm able to lead, I'm able to create, I'm able to dream big. So if you understand that everybody has a certain role that on a soul level, they signed up to play. And you signed up to be a leader, and that's why you're watching this video. So it's my reminder to you, I'm speaking to your soul. You signed up to be a leader in this lifetime and it's time. This is your sign from the universe. It is time that you embody and step into that. So we're just gonna go over a few components on how to be a fearless leader. And it's not that leaders don't have fear. We recognize that fear exists and we continue. And essentially that's the definition of courage. It's recognizing that you're scared or that you're fearful and that you do it anyway. So leaders are not fearless. If you're in a human body, you're gonna experience fear just based on the human experience. There isn't anyone that can essentially be fearless because it's something that we experience just as being human. There are people that can observe it and not let it affect them and continue to move forward, and that's what we're looking at. That's what becoming a fearless leader is. It's not that it doesn't exist or will never exist. As long as you're in a human body, you will experience fear in some form. What we do differently is we navigate it differently. We witness it, we recognize it. We can also tell when it's false, when it's an illusion, when it's not actually true. It's not a legit fear that we need to take action on. It's just usually a silly thought, right? Or something somebody said, or a projection. Like, it's not legit. Most of the time we are not in legitimate danger where the fear is warranted. The fear that we talk about, especially being a leader, is what will people think of me? And if you guys haven't caught my video on how to stop people pleasing and caring what other people think, check it out, because it's like #1 requirement. If you're gonna be a fearless leader, you've gotta not give a shit what other people think. You just can't. You will stay small because it will affect your actions. You won't show up as big. You won't speak as bold. You won't talk as loud if you're concerned about what other people have to say about you. Mostly strangers or even family members or anyone for that matter. So for us to be fearless leaders, we recognize that there's fear. We can see when it's not legit and it's just an illusion, and we continue to move forward because 99% of the time, the fear is just insecurity and it's not actually anything that we need to act on. And then caring what other people think. Gotta be done with that. Gotta decide. Again, the video is such a great resource, so we'll give you everything that you need to stop caring. That's what's gonna be required for you to step into your fearless leadership. You can't be concerned. You're gonna have people that like you, people that don't, and then people who don't even care. But being authentic to yourself is your greatest mission here. So if you were born a leader, and I know you know if you were, because you know it, you being in alignment with is just being authentic. Anytime you disallow your authentic nature, which is your leadership, which is your aggressiveness, your bossiness, your however you've named it or other people have named it for you, when you disown that, when you don't recognize that that is within you and necessary, you're being inauthentic and you will feel it. It'll manifest in your body, it'll manifest in your relationships, it'll manifest in your thinking. Like, being out of alignment is legit, and it's not out of alignment with anything out here, it's out of alignment within you. So if you know that you are a born leader, being authentic to yourself, being in honor, being in integrity with you is gonna be the most important thing that you can do. And that requires not caring what other people think, because most people are not authentic because they care what other people think. So if you are a certain way and your personality is a certain way, or you want to express something a certain way and you cap that because you're concerned what somebody else has to say, in that moment, you become inauthentic. And if you're gonna rise up and be the fearless leader that you are destined to be, your authenticity is required. So they go hand in hand. You're being authentic and you're not caring what other people think. And then you follow your intuition. You know what needs to be done. You know that you'll be shown the signs. You know that your path will unfold beautifully and that you're not gonna see the whole 5-year plan. But you know that if you continue to take steps in the direction of being and embodying a fearless leader, you're gonna wake up one day and be like, fuck, I'm her. I became her. And it happened because of the choices that you made and that you continued to show up. So as long as you are being authentic and you are stretching yourself, get out there and do that scary stuff. That's what you're here to do. That's your calling, is to lead. And we need you. There are hundreds of thousands of millions of women that are waiting for you as a fearless leader to step up, to embody her, so that they can become your supportive team, and that you can ignite within them their own gifts and abilities. You can remind them what exists within them. They watch you live in authenticity and embody your natural God-given gifts. And even though they may not be that leader or desire to be that leader, when they see you embody that, when they see you honor that, that reminds them to then embody their own gifts and be authentic within their own selves. And then together you have this beautiful community. But imagine if you don't step up and be that fearless leader, and you were that light, you were that reminder to them, for them to embody and believe in themselves. Think about how many women may not step into their full potential and higher self because you don't, because you're scared of what other people think, or you don't want to be too big. It's over. The time is over for smallness. You have played small long enough. If you're in your third decade like me, that's enough time for playing small. It's big or go home. And when I mean go home, go back to spirit, right? You're no more smallness. It's not cute. It's not funny. It's not serving anybody. It is you embodying your full self, boldness, authenticity, and true leadership. That's what you're destined to be. I know that this video is coded with so many activations that just you listening to this message has awoken so many things inside you. And you just watch as things start to naturally unfold in your life as you become the fearless leader that you're meant to be. And I am so beyond excited and honored to walk this path with you. I see you, you are me, and I love you. If you want mentorship on your journey, catch me at the website. I have openings for a few one-on-one clients. If you're looking to really do this work, I'd be honored to work with you. I also have hypnotherapy sessions. If there's something that you're looking to really transform and work with your subconscious mind, we can do a couple sessions and we can get you where you need to be. But the one-on-one work with me is much more intense and transformative. And just depending on where you're at, we can do this journey together. But a fearless leader to fearless leader, I see you, I got you, and we will walk this path together. You were born for this. All right, my love, I'll see you next week.